take a rhombus, which has 4 equal sides, it automatically gives you this wonderful property where the diagonals bisect each other at a 90-degree angle. Now, what we want to do in this video is to actually prove this. So we're going to take the two diagonals and show that they do indeed bisect each other, and that happens at a 90-degree angle. So let's take a look how we can do this. Well, first of all, I'm going to split the actual rhombus into two triangles, an upper triangle and a lower triangle. And I'm going to use congruency for these two triangles. The congruency comes from taking one side and, of course, another side, which are just equivalent to each other because of the rhombus, and then they share a third side, which is just simply their base, that is the diagonal. So the congruency is very easy to think about. Now with that congruency, I'm going to drop an actual median, which is nothing else but simply from the top vertex and from the bottom vertex to the midpoint of the actual diagonal on the horizontal. And what that gives me is it splits the larger diagonal on the horizontal into two equal pieces. And of course, because of the congruency, you have the top median is equal to the bottom median. So we are now showing that indeed that there is a bisection. Now the last component that we need to actually prove is that that bisection happens at a 90-degree angle. And for this 90-degree angle, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the bottom triangle. So we're only going to concentrate on the top one. And we're going to play exactly the same game. We're going to, by congruency of the side, which you see there, the other side, which you see there, and then the shared side, which is the third one, you have congruency of the left and the right triangles. Now, because they are congruent, that means that what you have is that angle number 1 and angle number 2, so the left and the right one, must be equal to each other. But because they are splitting on a straight line, they are equivalent when you add them together to 180 degrees. And therefore, they must be 90 degrees. Now, once we know this, of course, then that means that the bottom triangles are also 90 degrees, although that is not a surprise, because if you get an intersection between two diagonals at 90, then all the angles are 90 degrees. So indeed, any rhombus that you take and its diagonals are always going to be bisecting each other at 90 degrees. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a future video. Bye, everybody.